Well, hey there, Heartland Church. It's Pastor Jeff with a quick video update. And just to remind you, the reason that we wanted to start doing this is because there's a lot of important information. There's a lot of things that are always coming up in the life of our body. And what we do in our weekend gathering, we want to be very intentional, very focused on seeing our hearts driven into the presence of God, worshiping Him deeply, just all the elements that go liturgically with a gathering. And it feels like when we do announcements on the weekend, it sort of breaks that up. And so the heart behind this was that you could know what's going on Friday, not just what's coming up in the life of our body, but what's coming up in our weekend gathering that weekend. So tell your friends. It'd be great for them to take a peek at this so they can stay up to date. Let me talk first about what's coming up this weekend. So if you've been tracking with us, you know that this is going to be the fourth Sunday that we've thought about prayer. And I am confident that I sound like a broken record on this, and that's okay. This series, this journey, and I want to say journey because it's not just that we're preaching about prayer and talking about it on the weekend. We're also reading A Praying Life by Paul Miller, and that's been incredible. This journey through prayer has been transformative. I've heard from people on how God is using this to change their prayer lives and encourage them. But I'm just talking about, it's been transformative for me. Like, I honestly feel like I'm praying like for the first time because it's so powerful and so real. And I just want to encourage you, if you haven't tracked with the conversation, part of the gift of technology is you can catch up. And so listen to those messages online. I want to encourage you to be here this weekend. We're thinking this weekend about persistent prayer. We're looking at the widow who comes to the kind of the unjust judge and is persistently looking for justice. And so we're going to think about how we're the widow, and we are needy and weak before the Lord, and we need Him. So I just want to encourage you to be a part of that because, man, it's so good, and I'm so encouraged. And then a couple things. It kind of seems like there's kind of a lull in things coming up because we just kicked off our next round of Sunday seminars, and so if you missed that, you'll see some more of that coming up late winter, early spring. We'll have 2 more sessions at the beginning of 2025. But I do want you to keep 2 dates on your radar coming up in December. The first is on Saturday, December the 7th at 10 a.m. We're going to have a women's Christmas brunch. Every year we hear just fantastic stories about what an incredible opportunity that is to connect with other women and be encouraged. So ladies, just keep that on your calendar. And then for everybody, I'd love you to, you don't have to save the date because it's Christmas Eve, but mark down the time. So our Christmas Eve gathering, I think it's on a Tuesday this year, on December 24th, is going to be at 6 p.m. So we're going to gather for just about an hour that evening to celebrate Jesus and to worship deeply. But before that, at 5:30, we're going to have a time where we have hot chocolate, where we have cookies. And this is a great opportunity for you to invite people. So a lot of people who would say no to an invitation to church will say yes on Christmas and Easter in our culture. So great opportunity for you to begin inviting people now, friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, to come and hear. I promise you 2 things. 1, I will not preach long. And I know that's funny for some of you, but on Christmas and Easter, I don't typically do that. But I won't preach long, and it will be a focused gospel message. So your friends, your neighbors, people who don't know Jesus that you bring, they will hear the gospel on Christmas Eve. And I think you'll all be encouraged. So come early for cookies and hot chocolate. Stay for a gathering at 6 p.m. and just mark your calendars on that. I love you guys. I'm so humbled, privileged that I get to be one of the pastors here at Heartland and do stuff like this. So I hope you have a great rest of your Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope to see you on Sunday. Thanks so much.